Hi, everyone. It's Sue here on behalf of myself and Hildy. And I noticed my glasses keep looking like they're sunglasses in the midst of recording indoors. So I don't know what that story is, but it's an interesting look, isn't it? Anyways, good morning. Look at that. Clicked already. Hold on. I hope you're all doing well and hanging in. And I hope this is a little bit of sunshine on an otherwise gloomy day. Hildy and I have been laughing our heads off about it, but maybe it's just us. So you tell us. We wanted an example that looked at collaboration, and there's examples of great collaboration. This is an example where collaboration is not working well. So you tell me what you think. This fits in the Zoom lecture and PowerPoint between slides, I think 15 and 16. We go beyond the Big Bang Theory as an example of how team members in a very informal way, friends are collaborating all the time around various activities and agendas. And then I start debriefing. How do you know if you're collaborating well or if a team was collaborating well? So this is actually the example. Following this video, I'll remind you of what those questions are, but I'm not going to go through it all again. The examples or the teaching that goes with those slides is on the original Zoom. So this is an example of collaboration. It's not one that we want to mirror ourselves, but I hope that you find it interesting. And I hope I get through this without microwaves beeping and children requesting things and people walking behind me and all kinds of things. I know you get it. And I sure hope that your day is shaping up to be one where you don't have all of those interruptions as well. So here we go, a couple of minutes together and then I'll talk again.
Walter, how you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check your breath sounds. Walter? Walter? Code blue, room 3. Code blue, room 3. What's going on? I can't get any breath sounds on him right now. I think he is in VFib.
Okay, I just have to say, I don't really want to interrupt this. For anyone who's taking high acuity, we will, of course, talk about this as we learn about ECG interpretation. You cannot tell that someone is in VFib by standing at a bedside or listening to see if they're breathing, right? So just so you know, that's the beginning of what is just a ludicrous video.
Let's go ahead.
I'm just kidding. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Where's your preceptor at? Can you keep the blood pressure come on?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Come on. This patient, I do believe, is in VFib.
Okay, I'm in charge of this core.
I'm not quite sure what's going on.
I have him.
I'm the charge nurse. Excuse me, I'm the charge nurse.
I'm the primary nurse.
But I'm the charge nurse, so this.
Can I need to know who has
Only
this
one thing I
patient?
have to say, I have him, so I know what's going on with my patient.
Tell me what's going on with your patient.
So my patient,
Are
my
you
patient
gonna
is
get that on?
37
What are you
years
gonna
old.
do?
He had a couple of days ago with
How about, gosh, here, he has a full cold. Why don't you get the flu that's going or something?
Let me get an IV. Do we have a line open?
Do you have a line open?
Yeah.
Come on,
Where
get
are you
going on
yelling at
it.
me?
Well, you need to get going. We're gonna lose this patient.
I need a line.
Doctor, I don't have a
need
pulse
D5.
now. I don't have
need
a pulse.
D5 going.
D5, why do you gotta put D5
What
in?
is D5, doctor?
Let's get.
What, D5? Do you know what D5 is?
5.
Let me find in the book. I don't think so. My
Can
doctor is giving me
Can
guidance.
you get me some
Are you gonna
D5?
give me an IV?
I have
Doctor, run this code right.
D5,
Come on.
it's a normal saline. It's working, okay.
But you know what? I'm not a student. I'm gonna leave.
No, I need you, student. Come here. Come get this ambu bag.
Where's an ambu bag? Come on,
Right
let's
here,
go.
I'm gonna
student.
go get my
Student, get over here.
32, 33. Oh my goodness, never mind.
I think my preceptor's coming.
Guys,
Come on.
let's go. Get that student back in here.
Hurry
We
up,
need her
student.
help.
Come on,
You guys'
student.
help.
Doctor, are you gonna run this code? Are you
Okay,
gonna
run
do
it. Run it. Keep going. Can I get some epinephrine?
Okay.
Epinephrine?
Yeah.
28, 29,
Where's your
30.
Okay,
It's
let me
in the
find
top
it.
drawer with the medication.
Right there. Epinephrine.
Okay,
And
so
I think
how
as a
many minutes
student,
still have the
can I-
oxygen
200
on?
milligrams.
Why is the
Just
oxygen
give them
still
some.
on? Oh my
Doctor, I need to
Hey,
tell you
as a
something.
student,
That's
can I
way
get
too
epi?
high.
Yes,
That's way
give
too
it.
high.
Give it. Give it.
That
to
is
her.
way too
I'm not
high.
ALS certified.
Here.
200
Give it
milligrams
to
is
her.
way
Give
too
it to
high.
her.
Guys, I still don't have a
Give me
pulse. You want
200
some help
milligrams.
over
So I just wanted to
here?
let you know I don't,
Well, if I
I don't
get in
think that the
trouble-
doctor is giving
Just
us
give
a
it.
I can't. Come on,
The
you
doctor
guys.
is not
Give
giving
it
us the right doctor.
Together. Doctor, how much are you
Doctor,
ordering?
you're making a
Here.
student. You
Just
push
Just
the
do
epi.
it. Do it.
Push it. Let's go.
Push
come
it.
on. Come on. Get
Push
this
it.
out. Push it. Why not?
Push it.
Oh my God. Doctor, I still have.
Because that's not fair. I'm
Oh,
not
I need
ALS.
to pause.
I don't want to get in trouble for something I'm not
Okay,
doing.
okay, we're
Oh
gonna
my
have to
God,
stop
where's
this
that
patient.
needle? Where's
We're gonna
the
have to.
It's right here.
Oh, great. Good job, guys. Good. Sharps. Do I
I
have
need some
everything?
epi.
I can't give epi.
What do you mean you can't give epi? Oh
We're
my
not
God.
allowed to. Remember, we're not allowed to do anything.
You know, but this is my patient.
Do we have the
I
pads?
don't
Yeah,
think
you're
you guys
your
are doing
patient,
the right.
but
Put the
Doctor,
pads
I
on
don't-
the patient.
I don't
somebody
think
put
you're
the
giving the
pad
right
on the
orders.
Patient, this patient needs to be
Pads.
shot.
Where's the
Pads
pad?
right here.
You guys, I think we've
I
lost.
got pads.
Put the
It's
pads
already 2
on.
minutes.
I got
Put
some
the
pads.
pads
Put
on.
them on over
Move
the
out the
ground.
way.
Seriously, come on. That's why I'm in charge and you're not. Just give it to me. Never mind. I'll just do it myself.
Come on, all clear, all clear. We need to
Okay.
shock this patient.
Doctor, I think that we're going to lose this patient.
I'm clear.
Stand
You know what?
back.
I'm just questioning, doctor. I don't think so. He's
I don't
giving
need
us the
your
right
questions
orders.
right now. I need you to do what I asked you to do.
Oh, come on.
Check his
Is it
pulse.
clear?
Check his
Is he
pulse.
clear?
No, doctor, I still don't have
Keep
anything.
going. I need some some albuterol. What is it?
Albuterol?
What is it?
Albuterol?
Okay, albuterol. Give me 300 albuterol.
Doctor,
Doctor,
I don't
are
think
you
so.
okay?
The dose
Do what I
might-
said.
The dose.
Give me
let
500
me check on the drug book, okay?
Give me
I'm
that
not
book.
sure.
Do what I said. I'm the doctor and I'm running this code.
You guys, it's
All right,
Doctor,
it's
it's already been 5
Neglect,
minutes.
neglect.
But I'm not allowed to push epi.
Neglect.
How is it neglect on
That's
my
not my
part?
fault. You don't
You
know my
guys will
practice.
hear about it. Neglect.
Fine, whatever.
But it's not my fault that you
Whatever.
don't know my scope of practice.
Hi, guys. Oh my God, I'm gonna get us back to a different share screen. I think it's this one. Here we go. Maybe it's just this one. Okay, so just for a second to talk. Now you've got all those debrief questions in the regular PowerPoint, but just a thought about what went well and what didn't. It's hard to find the what went well. I guess the only thing I could really see was, well, there was a couple of things, even when they were inefficient, that the nurse, after a little delay, recognized that the patient wasn't breathing and had no pulse. Although I saw she heard no breath sounds and called a code, but I didn't see her check for a pulse, right? So we want to differentiate. You can have a respiratory arrest, which immediately then leads to a cardiac arrest. But in any case, when the team started to arrive, there was a lot of conflict over who was running the code, who knew about the patient. You saw between the charge nurse and the very significant challenges in communicating and recognizing who from that perspective was going to be able to give report. The student was in the situation, could be very helpful, but instead was just being yelled at and told to do things she felt were beyond her capacity. Certainly pushing a medication is beyond her scope of practice, but even putting on a blood pressure cuff in the face of all of that stress, somebody yelling at you, somebody suggesting you can't do something or you're not doing it competently, all of us can just block, right? Just shut down. Has anyone ever had that experience where you feel like you just shut down? The primary nurse was at times trying to intervene, right? Trying to intervene appropriately with some suggestions, the epi dosing. At that point, although the charge nurse was doing CPR, she was saying she had a pulse. Now we don't ever do CPR if the patient has a pulse. If the patient has a pulse, we are not ever pushing that epi. So it's like if the patient wasn't already dead, we are making the patient dead. The primary nurse also tried to give recommendations around drug, whether a drug was appropriate or not. What was it that what was it? Was it amiodarone? I can't remember now what the primary physician wanted, and then started sort of jumping up and down. She wanted that. In the end, just, I know you all know this. It doesn't matter how much somebody jumps up and down or screams. If it's not appropriate, we can't give it. Every single order, even in the midst of a code, we have to determine if that's appropriate and are we able to give it, following our knowledge. And we need to have knowledge, right? So in the situation, I think there was a complete breakdown in collaboration, a complete breakdown in communication, a little bit of a failure of understanding protocols. So for example, with the doctor ordered D5, the charge nurse was able to say, why are you hanging D5, but not in the most supportive way. They were able to recognize that's not the fluid that you would bolus a patient with, but it was not an effective strategy for pulling the team together. And right from the beginning, when there's that level of chaos, it's important to stop and say, who's in charge here, right? Who's running this code? Lots of times we all have our own, racing heart and in Sue Coffey's example, little rivulets of sweat that come back down the back of her neck. That doesn't mean I can't function exquisitely in the situation, and that you can't function exquisitely in the situation. But when it degrades down to this point, nobody is going to be able to function well. And so then you see the negative outcome for that patient. All right, so I hope that was fun. I will just reveal that Hildy and I have watched it many times laughing, just because the team does such a good job of showing us how collaboration can fall apart and how that can lead to terrible outcomes. And because we know this is just a simulated situation, it is okay to have a little fun with it. I hope that you also have a little fun with it, and then think of how essential collaboration is to practice from the moment you arrive at your setting to the moment you go home, and then in the time in between as you're debriefing mentally and pondering practice in between those shifts. Okay, hope that's helpful, and I will talk to you all soon.